Continuing chapter 1. It was very apparent, however, how much the old dog missed the children. Longridge at first had wondered where he disappeared to some afternoons. He eventually found out that the terrier went to the playground of the little rural school, where he was a great favorite with the children, timing his appearance for recess. Knowing that the road was forbidden to him because of his poor sight and habit of walking stolidly in the middle, he had found a shortcut across the intervening fields. But the young dog was very different. He had obviously never stopped pining for his own home and master. Although he ate well and his coat was glossy with health, he never maintained anything but a dignified, unyielding distance. The man respected him for this, but it worried him that the dog never seemed to relax and always appeared to be listening, longing and waiting for something far beyond the walls of the house or the fields beyond. Longridge was glad for the dog's sake that the hunters would be returning in about 3 weeks, but he knew that he would miss his adopted family. They had amused and entertained him more than he would have thought possible over the months, and he realized tonight that the parting would be a real wrench. He did not like to think of the too quiet house that would be his again. He slept at last, and the dreaming, curious moon peeped in at the window to throw shafts of pale light into the rooms and over each of the sleeping occupants. They woke the cat downstairs, who stretched and yawned, then leaped without visible effort onto the windowsill, his gleaming eyes, with their slight cast, wide open and enormous, and only the tip of his tail twitching as he sat, motionless, staring into the garden. Presently he turned, and with a single graceful bound crossed to the desk. But for once he was careless, and his hind leg knocked the glass paperweight to the floor. He shook the offending leg vigorously, scattering the pages of Longridge's note, sending one page of the desk into the air. Sending one page of the note into the air, where it caught the upward current of hot air from the wall register and sailed across the room to land in the fireplace. Here it slowly curled and browned until nothing remained of the writing but the almost illegible signature at the bottom. When the pale fingers of the moon reached over the young dog in the back kitchen, he stirred in his uneasy sleep, then sat upright, his ears pricked, listening and listening for the sound that never came, the high, piercing whistle of his master that would have brought him bounding across the world if only his straining ears could hear it. And lastly, the moon peered into the upstairs bedroom, where the man lay sleeping on his side, in a great 4-poster bed, and curled against his back the elderly, comfort-loving white bull terrier slept in blissful, warm content. That's the end of chapter 1.